Okay, y'all, let's get into this video. Today we are going to talk about Stefon Diggs. We know that he's been going through a lot lately. Man's just lost the Super Bowl, man's just lost his girlfriend, and now he had court. He was scheduled for arraignment today, and he pled not guilty to felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault charges. And the person who's actually pressing those charges against him is reportedly his former private live-in chef. So the first thing I want to do is I want to kind of go through the timeline of what exactly happened and how things planned out. Now, all this is alleged and all of this is according to the private chef. So she filed a police report, and the police report says that she started working for Stefon Diggs last year in July. And she was supposed to work for Stefon Diggs up until the end of his NFL football season. Now, all of this is alleged. Remember that. This is all according to her, and it's in the police report. So she was supposed to work from the end of July all the way up until the beginning of February. That's when the Super Bowl just ended. That would be the complete and total season. According to her, she was supposed to get paid weekly, but he paid her every month. I'm guessing that wasn't an issue. I'm guessing that he paid her what he owed her every month. So I'm guessing that she was fine with it because that's not where the dispute really started. So months and months go by. We get to November. He tells her that November 7th to November 14th, which is a full week, that he needs her to leave the room that he has for her because he's going to have guests over and that her services won't be needed for that week. And she felt like she should still get paid for that week because she didn't request it off. So my guess is this is what caused the whole financial dispute that eventually led up to the alleged assault. Because December 2nd, they're texting back and forth, according to her, about issues over money and issues over what he owes her. And she said that it ended up turning violent because he came into her unlocked room and he smacked her across the face and then he tried to choke her. The way that she describes it is tried to choke her using the crook of his elbow around her neck. And that he threw her on the bed and said something to the effect of "thought so." She told him that she still hadn't been paid. And he told her that she was a liar and he walked out of the room. She said that the reason why she confronted him directly about paying her is because she needed him to sign off on payments. So as we go through the story, you're going to see that it looks like she was going through an assistant for payment, an assistant to Stefon for payment. And this time she decided to confront him directly about it. So they had been texting about it, and then she decided to actually confront him directly about it. So after the alleged assault happened, she actually left to stay with a friend. She came back the following week to get her stuff, and she also texted him and said that she was coming to get her stuff, and he told her to take up the payment issue with his assistant. Now, apparently the assistant told her that in order to get paid, she would need to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Now, here's the thing that gets crazy to me. Throughout all of this, they don't have like pictures or anything of her body with marks on it. The police report describes redness like under her, like at her chest, but there's no pictures, right? But if this is true about the non-disclosure agreement before she could get paid, that's a paper trail, like evidence that could be used at trial. So if this does go to trial, so we're talking third-party witnesses now. We're talking other people having knowledge of the situation to some degree. They may not have knowledge of the assault, but at least the situation. So apparently December 16th, this is after the incident, the alleged assault happened. Mind you, the assault happened December 2nd. We get to December 16th, and she reports the assault to the police, but she's iffy about pressing charges. The police report says that she was scared due to his fame. Apparently they asked her, well, do you need to file a restraining order? And she also didn't want to follow a restraining order. So A couple days go by after the 16th when she went to go talk to the police about the assault that happened, and the police followed up with her, and she said that she still didn't want to press any charges, but she asked the police themselves to reach out to Stefon so that he wouldn't contact her anymore. She said that she believes that Stefon knows that she went to the police because she received a voicemail and a text message from someone she believed to be Diggs' girlfriend. The messages said something to the effect of, "You don't need to do all this. It's not that big of a deal." Now, if that's true, which I'm sure we're going to be able to find out if it's true if all of this goes to trial and gets that messy, because that's going to be evidence. But if that's true, how crazy would it be if we just heard Cardi B's voice call her? What if Cardi B got dragged back into all of this, like asked to be a witness, all of that? That would be insane. And Cardi B, why are you making phone calls on behalf of Stefon Diggs? Again, this is all alleged, so we don't know exactly what happened, but it would be crazy to see that Cardi B would be the girl that actually called him. So it was December 23rd when the chef decided to go ahead and move forward with the charges. Of course, Stefon Diggs denied the charges. He went ahead and hired a lawyer. That's when all of this broke the news that Stefon Diggs was going to be, that charges were coming against Stefon Diggs for felony strangulation. Now, the original arraignment date was set January 8th, but a judge did grant the request to postpone his appearance due to professional obligations, which would be playing in the NFL and playing at the Super Bowl. After all of this happened, and about the day right before trial, I was looking everything up, and it looks like he actually went ahead and switched lawyers during this time. He decided to switch lawyers. Now, that could be for whatever reason. He could feel like the lawyer who was representing him didn't have enough expertise. Someone could have gave him a recommendation on another lawyer. But I looked up the lawyer that actually appeared at court today on his behalf, and the lawyer's name is Mitchell Schuster, something like that. But anyways, it says that Mitchell is the firm's administrative partner and the chair of the litigation department. He offers clients a unique combination of litigation experience with a keen perception of the sports and entertainment industry. Right up Stefon Diggs' alley. So this is someone who has, specialized knowledge about how to handle situations like this. With over 30 years of experience, Mitchell has earned a reputation as a market-leading crisis specialist, working extensively with high net worth individuals to manage severely adverse situations, both criminal and non-criminal, such as blackmail attempts, criminal investigations, family law-related issues, asset recovery, nightclub assaults, photo, video, and texting scandals. So obviously this is someone who knows what they're doing. So Stefon Diggs got himself a good little lawyer. Okay, y'all, so at arraignment today, and arraignment is simply the judge is going to let you know what charges are coming against you, make sure that you understand the charge that are coming against you. There might be a motion from your lawyer, might not, but basically it's the judge telling you, do you understand the charges that are against you, and then asking you what your plea is. Is it guilty, not guilty, no contest? Of course, Stefon went and pled not guilty. He did not speak to the media, came straight in, did that, and left. Instead, the lawyer spoke on his behalf. The lawyer said he is completely innocent of these false allegations that have been alleged against him, and we're confident that after the facts and evidence are reviewed in this case, he will be completely exonerated. Now, what's crazy is the text messages between the two of them, the text messages between the chef and the text messages between Stefon, became a central focal point at the arraignment today, because Stefon's lawyer accused the chef of altering the text messages before she went to go press charges to fit a narrative. Stefon's lawyer also said that it wasn't over a financial dispute. That's not why the charges are being brought, but she was upset because she had lost Stefon's trust and was scared that she was actually getting ready to lose her job completely.
That he is completely innocent of these false allegations that have been alleged against him. We're confident that after the facts and evidence are reviewed in this case, he will be completely exonerated. Thank
Could you give us
What's
some of those
next?
facts?
Not at this time, but they will be presented, and when they are presented, it will paint a very different picture, and we're very confident that he will be exonerated.
Is he still seeking a monetary settlement?
Thank you.
Now, I do think that there was some sort of dispute over finances, regardless. Like, just based off the information that I have right now, I think that there was some dispute over finances that went wrong or went south somehow. These were the text messages that were exchanged between the two of them. The exchange that the woman provided the police began with a text she sent to a recipient she identified as Stefon, which read, "You will be paying me out for the season and the money you said you would give me for my business. Wasted my effing time being here because you got a effing circus going on. I'm out of your life." Lord, and you know Stefon has a circus going on. But you see how she's saying that you're going to be paying me out for the season? I feel like she did get fired or something like that before this whole incident happened, because she said that these text messages were happening back and forth between them before the assault incident happened. So I feel like she got fired or something, because why else would you not be staying there for the entire season? From what we know, the only time that you were told that you had to leave was for the 1 week. And then the person who the woman identified as Stefon then responded, "I won't be paying you S," followed by another text which said, "F, I look like paying you," and another chef. I think she got fired, y'all. I think she got fired. That same individual later texts, "I don't got to do a MF thing." But you can see here that it looks like to me, and I'm just basing it off the information that we have right now. Mind you, the judge did grant the motion from Stefon Diggs' lawyer to turn over the text messages that the chef had, because the lawyer is accusing the text messages of being altered. But based off the text messages that we have right now, this is what we got. It looks like she's arguing and she's mad at him because she's saying, "You're going to be paying me out for the entire season and the money that you said that you would give me for my business." And he said, "I'm not going to be paying you that because I have another chef." So really, this argument over who's right and who's wrong, over who paid who what, this isn't really what's necessarily important at court. I think that what it will do, if Stefon's legal team can prove that she altered the text messages, it destroys her credibility and shows that she is capable of lying and she is capable of having bad motives, and it destroys her credibility because, according to from what I read, the only real evidence that they have that he ever put hands on her or anything like that is a police report, which can be used in court as evidence. A police report where she says that he did. The police observed some redness on her chest but took no pictures. And then that friend whose house that she went to, if she told that friend anything, the friend could be a witness to what she observed. And Stefon Diggs' assistant, if the non-disclosure agreement had any information about that. But if they're just basing it off of her own words, like if they're prosecuting him for this based off her own words, and then it comes out that she actually lied about the text messages and these aren't the actual full context of the text messages, that does something to her credibility. But Stefon Diggs' lawyer says that they think that he's going to be completely exonerated, that he is not going to be found guilty, and that there will be no plea deal. The next step that happens here is they set a pretrial hearing for April the 1st. What's probably going to happen at pretrial is a couple more motions from each side. Right now, the sides have to exchange the evidence that they each have, make decisions, try to negotiate, make decisions about, is it worth taking the trial? Is it too risky to take a trial? Should we take a plea deal? Should we drop the charges? Things of that nature. If they can't come to an agreement, the judge listens to what they say, see if they have any other motions. If they have some other motions, the judge probably makes another pretrial hearing later on down the line until all the motions are settled. Once the motions are settled, that's when the date for trial is set. So we probably won't see an answer towards where this is headed to for a while, but we will probably get leaks. I'm going to try to keep up with what is going on as it comes out, and I'll try to report it here. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Stefon Diggs actually did do what he's alleged to do? You think that he hit her? You think that he choked her out? You think that he went into her room with her door unlocked and choked her out? Do you think that she's lying? Do you think that she actually altered the text messages? Let me know what you think.